All right, let's do breakouts. Go Dave, Jamie, Heath. Dave, who's your favorite breakout tight end?
Kyle Pitts is the easy answer, just because we've seen him have a 1,000-yard season. Last year, he hurt his knee, so he couldn't quite get to that mark, but he was getting open like crazy. Hopefully, Desmond Ridder can find him a lot more often than Marcus Mariota could. I expect him to be the #1 target in the Falcons offense.
Jamie.
I'll say Dulcich. I think there's an opportunity here for, especially now Tim Patrick's out, so we'll see if that means more for Marvin Mims or, whatever they're going to do with the receiving core there behind the top two guys of Judy and Sutton. But, showed flashes last year. So there's obviously a rapport already established with Russell Wilson. Sean Payton, he's gotten some good moments out of his tight ends clearly in his career at New Orleans. And again, the profile that you look for, good college, numbers, showed some flashes in the rookie season, second-year guy. So, easy guy you could put in the sleeper category as well. But I think just based on the opportunity to take next step, he's a guy that I like a lot.
Heath, favorite breakout?
I'll take the Muth. I do not believe that after 2 seasons as a tight end, we've seen what the cap is on his upside. He had 14 more targets than George Pickens last year, despite the fact that Pickens played 1 more game. I think the expectation should be that he and Pickens are right there in terms of total targets. If he gets the number of targets he saw last year, I think it was 98 in 16 games, and has the touchdown rate that he did his rookie year, he's going to be a top 5 tight end. He might be a top 3 tight end.
How many touchdowns did he have last year?
2.
Mark Andrews, Evan Ingram, and Pat Freiermuth were tied with 7 games with 11 plus PPR points last year. It's like tied for 4th among all tight ends. And Freiermuth was 6th in targets per game last year. There's a case to be made that all he needs is just a few more touchdowns. I think you've been saying this, Heath. Right. Maybe he can be that guy that doesn't finish second on the team in targets and still finishes as a quality fantasy tight end. And what if he does finish second on the team in targets?
There was a report this offseason that the draft pick of Darnell Washington was to allow Freiermuth to play that big slot role, and that's something that could really benefit him because he did well in those opportunities last season. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's second on the team in targets behind Deontay Johnson.
I would just say, like, it does seem like I get a lot of pushback on, well, George Pickens and Deontay Johnson are there.
Right.
And I just don't like George Pickens has not yet shown himself to be the type of wide receiver who would earn a lot of targets. He makes incredible plays. He's a fantastic video game player, but you don't throw the ball 120 times on a 9 route.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know our bet, Heath. Dave and I have a bet. Who's going to be the leader in targets for the Steelers, Deontay Johnson or George Pickens?
Heath, you want to get in on it and take Freiermuth?
No, I would like to. I'll do the bet of who's going to be second because nobody's coming within 50 of Deontay Johnson unless he gets hurt.
I agree.
Well, look, I shouldn't have put Freiermuth in that conversation.
But you did.
I did. But I was really saying it hypothetically. But if really the 3 I should have used were Njoku, Ingram, and Schultz, Freiermuth is at a different point in his career, so I was unfair to him. All right, and